All right, Steve, let's talk a little Florida State recruiting. The Noles, they start the season with a massive recruiting opportunity, especially if they pull the upset over Alabama at home. Let's talk about it, Steve. What are you hearing about some big names that are confirming their spot at Doak for the season opener?
Yeah, the Seminoles are going to have some major flip targets inside Doak Campbell Stadium for the opener against Alabama. They're going to have some of their most coveted 2027 prospects, some of the highest ranked guys in the country, also in Tallahassee for this one. And Josh, we saw Florida State go 13-1 2 seasons ago, 10-3 the season prior to that, 2 wins, 2-10 last year. But we saw in the Michigan era, Jim Harbaugh, a dramatic turnaround coming out of that COVID season. We saw Brian Kelly, a 4-win season in South Bend, make some major changes to his staff, bounce back for 5 straight double-digit win seasons in a row, including a couple college football playoffs. So there is a recipe. We've seen quick turnarounds before. That's what Florida State's looking to do. Mike Norvell made some major staff changes on the field. There's a lot of excitement around the program. They have the number 15 ranked recruiting class in the country, and they're looking for a lot more this fall. Alabama's a huge test in week 1, but it's also a big-time opportunity to really set the tone for some flips and start turning things around on the recruiting trail. They finished in the top 5 for a lot of guys. They could rebound and land some of these young men. Some flip targets expected at the opener. Starts with the number 1 linebacker in the Rivals rankings, Isaiah Williams, committed to Ole Miss. At one point, he was committed to Florida State, still obviously keeping a keen eye on the Seminoles. How about 4-star edge rusher Ashari Charles from Venice High, committed to Miami? Florida State still alive there. And Johnny DJ Jones, a coveted offensive tackle from in-state. He's actually committed to UCLA, had a national offer list. The Bruins have him in the fold, but he's still keeping Florida State warm at this point in his process. He is expected at Florida State's opener. Then in 2027, how about your potential franchise quarterback and franchise offensive tackle, Kavian Bryant, Rivals number 1 ranked quarterback in the rising junior class. He's going to be at Florida State for the opener, and he's been talking about the Seminoles his entire process. They've done a great job recruiting him. Texas is considered the favorite. You have LSU, you have Texas Tech, programs like that involved. But Florida State's been in the mix for a long time. They're recruiting them for football and basketball. The opportunity to emulate Charlie Ward is one that's exciting to him. And if Florida State can play well in front of KVM Bryant in week 1 against Alabama, I think they're going to really increase their chances of ultimately landing him. Then you have the number 1 offensive tackle in the country out of St. Thomas Aquinas, a 5-star on Rivals, Mark Matthews. Whenever you talk to him about his favorite schools or schools he's interested in, he names quite a few, but Florida State, one of the first ones to always come out of his mouth. They've done a great job recruiting him, making him feel at home in Tallahassee. Now they got to show him that they can play at a high level like so many of the other schools he's super high on.
All right. As you said, Seminoles currently in the 2026 class have the number 15 ranked class in America. And some recruits are in wait-and-see mode, much like FSU fans with Mike Norvell. It's kind of, if they have a great season on the trail, or on the field, things will turn around on the trail. But this season opener against Alabama.
What have you done for me lately, right? Forget the 13-1 campaign, the 10-3 season. I know they went 2-10 last year, but I think we'll see Florida State play well and bounce back this fall.